So hello and welcome back to Pentamath. Today I am going to be showing you how to count consecutive numbers. So most of you know how to count. It's just like 1, 2, 3, 4, but there's more to counting than just counting like that. So often you have to count the number of objects in a group of objects. So for example, I want you to count the number of objects in the range of numbers from 1 up to 5. So how many numbers are there from 1 to 5? Well, it's kind of obvious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's just 5 numbers. And you may notice that if I change this to any amount of numbers, so just 1, 2, so any number, so n, and that would just mean that would be n numbers. I should just do that, yep. So that is pretty simple, but let's say we're not starting from 1, so we just want to count any group of consecutive numbers. So let's say we're trying to count how many numbers are there from 6 all the way up to 234. How can we do that? So now you're probably not going to be counting every single one of them because that's a lot to count. However, what you can do is there is a way to count all of these without having to count every individual one of them. So what you do is first, let's just look at a small example. So let's say we're trying to count the numbers from 2 to 4. So that's one you can just count manually. That's just 2, 3, 4. So that's 3 numbers. So, and you may notice that 1 to 3, that's obviously also 3 numbers because we are going up to 3, so that's 3 numbers. And what can you notice about 2 to 4 and 1 to 3? 2 to 4 and 1, 2, 3. Well, you may notice that the difference between each of the two numbers is the same. So the difference between 2 and 4, so 4 minus 2 equals 2, and 3 minus 1 also equals 2. This is not a coincidence. This should be correct, and this is always correct. Let's just have another example. So let's say we had counting numbers from 5 up to 8. That is 5, 6, 7, 8, so 4 numbers. Now, again, as I said, 4, that is also 1 to 4 is also obviously just 4 numbers. And again, 8 minus 5 is 3, and 4 minus 1 is 3. So again, they are the same. And you may also notice that this number here is always just 1 less than the total number of numbers we have. So 8 minus 5, so the difference between two numbers here is 3, and that means we have 4 numbers, and then the difference here is 2 when we have 3 numbers. And again, this is not constant, this is always the case. So, easy way of counting how many numbers there are between two numbers is like this. So all you have to do is first, so let's say, this example is 6 to 234. So what you have to do is just take the difference. So that's 234 minus 6 is equal to 228. And so that means if we also have a group of numbers that are 228 different, then we're going to have the same number of numbers. And in that case, which one do we need? We want 229, so if we just add 1 to 228, then we get 229, and 229 minus 1, that is just 228, because 229 is 1 more than 228, so that means the group of numbers from 1 to 229 is going to be the same number of numbers as the group from 6 to 234, and so that means we have 229 numbers from 6 to 234. So we can apply the tactic again. So something different. Let's say we have 43 up to 182. How many numbers are there here? Again, all we have to do is just 182, so subtract them, so 182 minus 43, that is just 139, and then we just add 1, so 139 plus 1 is 140, so this means that there are 140 numbers from 43 up to 182, and of course we are going, this is inclusive, which just means that we are including both of these numbers down here. So we're counting 43 and we're also counting 182. There's also one that is exclusive, which means that you don't count these numbers. So if we're going exclusive, then that would just be the difference, and then plus 1, and then we'd be subtracting 2 because we would be ignoring the 2 numbers on the side. So that would just be, for in our example, 139 plus 1 minus 2, which is actually just the same as 139 minus 1. So 138. So this just means that if we want to count the numbers inclusive, that means we just do the difference plus 1, and then if we want to count the numbers exclusive, we just do the difference minus 1. It's very easy. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you found this video interesting and or helpful, then please like and also subscribe so that you get notifications for upcoming videos, and otherwise I think I'll see you in the next video.